VC. I'm your host DR, and today I have a Vinyl Arrivals video for you. So just this past weekend, I picked up a haul from my local vinyl record store. It's a store here in Monona, Wisconsin called The Door. Great guy there, John, runs the place, and I enjoy going there occasionally and picking up some vinyl. So I'm going to show you what I got. So he was able to hold a few things for me, and I just decided to wait a little bit to pick some of these things up till I had an accumulation there, if you will. So the first one I'm going to show you is Ozzy Osbourne, Patient Number 9. This is Ozzy's 13th studio album of his solo career, and this was released on September 9th, 2022. So as I record this video, it was about 7 or 8 weeks ago. So it's been a little while, kind of late to the party. Taking a look at the vinyl here, we have a nice hype sticker. It says the new album on Crystal Violet vinyl. This was an indie store exclusive, featuring Patient Number 9 and Degradation Rules, with special guest artists Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, Taylor Hawkins, Tony Iommi, Mike McCready, Duff McKagan, Chad Smith, Robert Trujillo, and Zakk Wylde. So quite an all-star group of special guests, as Ozzy's really good at doing. So we'll start out by taking a look at the jacket. There's the front and the back. And there was alternate album art available. Lots of vinyl copies for this one. So this is a basic presentation. Just a simple jacket, not a gatefold, which I was kind of surprised by. Did come with insert here that has the lyrics on it, and came on this cool crystal violet color. It just came in regular paper sleeves though, so I did the MoFi sleeves. So on this side of the label you have the actual song titles and the guest guitarists, so it gives you some information, which is nice. This is on Epic Records, I think I failed to mention that. But the crystal vinyl is pretty cool. Sound quality is decent. Slight warp. Of course, talking about warping, I think every new record I buy has a slight warp to it, which is really infuriating. Songs on the album. I mean, there's a lot of good songs on here. I'm not going to read them all off. You guys have probably already checked it out. There's 13 tracks on this album. Patient Number 9's cool. Actually, the song that I probably like the most so far, although I only listened to this a few times, is No Escape From Now with Tony Iommi as guest guitarist. Also, One of Those Days with Eric Clapton as guest guitarist is also a pretty good song. They have 3 songs in a row with Zakk Wylde as guest guitarist on side C, so beginning of LP2. Mr. Darkness, Nothing Feels Right, Evil Shuffle. Degradation Rules is another song with Tony Iommi, and then there's some other songs. So you guys can check it out online if you haven't already, if you don't already have it. Moving on to my next pickup for this Vinyl Arrivals, we have Blind Guardian, The God Machine. This is Blind Guardian's 12th studio album. It's their first in 7 years. They're a German power metal band, and this was released on September 2nd, 2022. So there is a hype sticker here. It says, from beyond the spheres in Metal Masters, Blind Guardian return with their 11th studio opus, The God Machine. Perfectly unites heaviness, epic arrangements, and majestic melodies. 2 LP with 3 bonus tracks and a 24-page booklet. I must say the booklet is really cool. So taking a look at the artwork, it is pretty cool artwork, I must say. Here's the back, and it is a gatefold, so a little better presentation than the Ozzy album. Although the artwork is the same pretty much here on the inside as it is on the front cover. But I have to give him kudos for this booklet. 24-page booklet. You don't get that too often unless it's in a box set. And it's really nice. Lots of good artwork. Album lyrics. So there's the first page. Lots of good artwork. We got lyrics. More artwork. More artwork and lyrics. I'm skipping through some pages here. Pretty cool, kick-ass artwork, I must say. Some bizarre stuff. I have to admit, I'm not a big Blind Guardian fan. For whatever reason, I just never got into them. But I really like this album, so we're gonna potentially do a vinyl review on it. I'm also thinking about doing a vinyl review on the Ozzy album. You guys can let me know in the comments below which one of those you'd like to see, or if you'd like to see both, which one you'd like to see first. And we're gonna take a look here at the vinyl. It is pretty cool looking marble vinyl. There's the side A label, the side B label, and they nicely give you readable text with album songs and playing time. And then we have side C, and labels are all unique for each side, which is cool. Side D, like I said, cool looking vinyl. I did have a couple of pops, or little crackle pops, I guess you would say. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, so I can't speak for LP2, but on the first side of LP1 I noticed a little bit of pops and a little noise, so I wasn't too happy about that. So the songs on here, I have to admit I'm still getting into this album. I mean, I've only listened to it twice streaming, and part of LP1, so we have some ways to go before we'll do a final review. Side A, we have Deliver Us From Evil, Damnation, Secrets of the American Gods, which is a great tune. Side B, we have Violent Shadows, Life Beyond the Spheres, Architects of Doom. Side C, we have Let It Be No More, Blood of the Elves, and Destiny. Side D, we have the extra content. There's 3 tracks on here that are extra beyond the basic album. We have Side D, we have Life Beyond the Spheres, Cyber Mix, Destiny, which is the lead guitar version, and Let It Be No More with heavy vocals. So they just have some variations on some of the tracks on the album, which is kind of cool. Alright, moving on to the next album. Actually, these next 2 have a common theme, which is the artist, which is Solitude, Aeturnus. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. But Solitude is an epic doom metal band from the United States. They were formed in 1987. This is their third studio album, which came out in 1994. Reason I got into these guys was the vocalist, Robert Lau, who was also one of the Candlemass's vocalists for a few years on a number of albums from Candlemass that I truly enjoy. So that's why I ended up hearing about Solitude Aeturnus, because somebody on a Facebook group said, you should check these guys out, and I did. And I wanted to get some of it on vinyl. They just recently reissued these. I had been looking a little bit for them and could not find them at a reasonable price, but now I was able to pick them up at a reasonable price of $31.99. So this is their third studio album, called Through the Darkest Hour. Again, it was released in 1994. Hype sticker here says, Solitude Aeturnus from the USA are among the originators of what is today known as epic doom metal. This 1994 album is now being made available on limited vinyl with the original Lila Wendell cover art for the first time, which is kind of cool. It's on black vinyl, and it's pressed by Svart Records. So here's so you do get this in a resealable outer sleeve. It's really thin though, so whether it will hold up, I don't know. But I like to save them if I can, because it makes saving the hype sticker easier. So there's the front of the jacket, the back of the jacket, where we have the guys in the band. And then we have the gatefold part here, which has a nice little write-up by Martin Popoff about the band. And then we have the lyrics on the other side. So Solitude has been on hiatus since 2011, so I don't know if we'll get anything new from them. But I enjoyed this album. So I have enjoyed this album by streaming, but I have not spun the vinyl yet, so I still have to see how that sounds. Hoping for good things. On side A we have Falling, Haunting the Obscure, The Eighth Day, Morning, The Ninth Day, Awakening. On side B we have Pain, Pawns of Anger, Eternal, Dreams Part 2. On side C we have Perfect Insanity and Shattered My Spirit. On side D they have nothing, so they just decided to leave side D of the vinyl blank. They didn't even give us a pretty hologram or anything to look at. So here's the vinyl, basic black vinyl. This Fart Records label, side A, side B. The label's the same on both sides. And here we have side C. And then side D is unlabeled and just has this artwork. Like I said, there is no grooves on side D. So we'll see if that affects anything in the vinyl quality. And as I mentioned, I also picked up the fourth studio album by Solitude, Aeturnus. So this is the album called Downfall. And the hype sticker says, Solitude, Aeturnus from the USA are among the originators of what is today known as epic doom metal. But that sounds familiar. This 1996 album is now being made available on limited vinyl with the original cover art for the first time. Black vinyl, Fart Records. So here's the front of the jacket, the back of the jacket, and the gatefold, which again has a write-up by Martin Popoff and has the lyrics. So a similar presentation to the previous one, which makes sense. They're reissuing these both at the same time. On this one we have on side A, Phantoms, Only This and Nothing More, Midnight Dreams, Together and Wither. Side B we have Elysium, Death Wish, These Are the Nameless, Chapel of Burning, and Concern. Taking a look at the LP here, this is a single LP release. And it looks very similar. So we have the Fart Records label again, side A, and side B. I'm looking forward to getting these on the turntable and seeing how they sound. So I have one more album to show you guys. This is one that I got a couple of weeks ago. A buddy of mine gave me this recent reissue of this classic album. And the album is Styx, Grand Illusion. So this came out, I think, July 7th, 1977. And I believe this was their 7th studio album. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this one. This is the classic Styx Grand Illusion album. Here's the front of the jacket, the back of the jacket. This is the Universal Music Company reissue that came out. It's copyrighted 2015. It did come with inner sleeve glossy paper with song lyrics, which is nice. The other thing it came with is a poster, which is cool, although I seldom actually do anything with the posters. And this one is a picture of the band back in the day. Pretty cool. Nice quality. And I used a MoFi sleeve since it came with a paper sleeve. Here it is on this like see-through kind of greenish, I don't know, it's a lightish green, mintish green vinyl. It's on A&M Records. Side 2. And obviously, I don't need to go through song on this one because this is a classic album. So I'm not going to bore you with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this recent vinyl arrivals video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Keep those turntables spinning. See ya!